Hi, it's John Robbins here, and here we have a scam alert for the Mirror, which is not the Mirror. This is a site pretending it's the Mirror. I've deliberately removed the URL from this video because I don't want people going to this URL and visiting this and believing this story, because it is not true. It's not a news story. Martin has absolutely nothing to do with this. They've used his image and an image of, I presume that's his wife and children, may not be. Saying, special report, Martin Lewis lends a hand to British families with revolutionary Bitcoin home-based opportunity. Brits are using this to make an average of £5,790 a day and quitting their jobs. Well, I spend a lot of time online, and as I do that, I see these things all the time. This is, without doubt, a scam. And I say scam, people can make money with Bitcoin. Undoubtedly people do, but it is as risky, if not more risky, than trading the financial markets. So you're well advised to stay well away from anything like this. Bitcoin is a very difficult thing to make money from. It's not as easy as they suggest by any stretch of the imagination. This is plainly and clearly a scam. Now, Martin used to have problems with Facebook adverts using his face, just like this. In fact, it's probably the same image, and these guys have simply found a way to get through with another advertiser rather than Facebook as they were using previously. And here's where it is. It's actually eBay. Now they've taken this away, so what I will actually do is to open up an image. So this is the image that I saw on eBay, and our prayers for Martin and his friends and family are in shock. Okay, so that's the advert that I saw. So then I clicked on the advert, and this is basically, it was here, and this is where it takes you. Okay, it's a scam. Do not listen to things like this because they're completely wrong. I put this up now, and I'm going to tag it with Martin Lewis, because Martin needs to understand that this is happening again. I know he's taken court action in the past against Facebook, and I'm sure he's going to be looking for these guys as well. And Martin, I've kept the web URL link for you and the advert image as well, so you're welcome to have those from me. Just to be aware of scams online, emails coming through from unknown sources saying that you won money, or somebody wants to give you some money, or they want to do a business deal with you. They are all scam emails, and the easiest way to tell that is to look at the email address. Quite often it doesn't match the name on the email itself. Additionally, your email can't be chosen to win a prize unless you've entered a competition with your email, which most people have not done. Same applies to messages on Facebook. The scammers are out there, so be careful. This is one of them, and this involves a very high profile British celebrity, Martin Lewis, who is a money saving expert, and he does a fantastic job. I've never met him, but I've seen him on TV on numerous occasions. He's a very genuine guy, and he would never get involved with something like this. Okay, that's it, and thanks for watching, and hopefully you will avoid scams, or I can at least help you to avoid scams like this by posting this video.
Well, for over a year we've had at least 50, and that's a conservative estimate. It's very difficult to find ads out where these ads appear, because they appear in people's feeds, not directly. Ads with big pictures of my face on them, saying things like, Martin Lewis has invested £250,000 in this scheme, you cannot lose money. And Martin Lewis says this is an easy way to make money at home, just put your money in here. You go through that ad, which are normally for things like Bitcoin code or Bitcoin trading, although they're nothing to do with Bitcoin. You go through to then a fake Daily Mirror or a fake BBC website with a big article about it. If you then click through that, you get a call. And you get a call from a boiler house scheme, who's scammers based outside the EU who call people up, and they push hard and dangerously to get people's money.
How much money have people lost thinking that these are schemes that you're backing?
Well, the problem is people don't call me up for help. They call me up to accuse me of scamming them and stealing their money. So it's very difficult.
What's the worst case you've
Over
heard?
£100,000.
Oh.
In one case?
One lady, actually, it was a story in the Sunday Post, and we worked with them to tell her that actually, because she did it on her card, we were able to do a chargeback and get her money back. But there's a man who lost £19,000 who won't talk to me because he thinks I've scammed him. There's a woman who put 400 quid from her orphaned grandchildren, who she's looking after their parents' money, into one of these scams and has lost it and getting it back.
Now, the thing is, for you, it's unbelievably damaging because this is your area of expertise. Yeah. But this is happening to a lot of high-profile people. I didn't know, but it has been happening to me. So Good Morning Britain, when they were researching this, they find this on Facebook, exactly what you talked about. It links to a Daily Mirror fake story. Obviously, I used to run that paper, so it had a sort of credence to it. And you get led through exactly to where you've been conned and scammed in this way. Here's the point I'd ask for you, Martin. What can other people do? Can they help you with this? Or is it better that you fight your battle and you set the groundwork for it?
Look, I won't lie and say some of this is a publicity stunt. I'm suing them, but I want it on the top of every news bulletin so people know that these ads are fake.
Yeah.
This is the problem, Piers. It's been going on a year. I have reported them to the Advertising Standards Authority, who's ruled against two, let's call them legit companies who played fast and loose with my image. But it can't rule against companies who won't talk to it, the scammers won't talk to it, and it doesn't regulate Facebook. I have reported them to the police to action fraud. The FCA, the regulator, has put a warning out about them, but nothing is stopping them. Now, this is what happens. One of these comes up, someone tells me, we spend time reporting it to Facebook. If we're lucky, after a couple of weeks, Facebook takes it down, and then the next day there's a new one up. Yeah. Facebook says it doesn't publish these ads. I've said to it, you're the leader in facial recognition software. I don't do ads. I don't do any ads. Any ad with
all they have to do is put your face in, and any ad that comes up will be fake.
Or notify me and let me approve it. And I tell you what, if they said they were doing that for you, for me, for Deborah Meaden, for Peter Jones, for Richard Branson, for the diet pill adverts, the people who've been there now, you're going to have one happen to you, so that we could proactively say, notify me of ads. I'll drop the case tomorrow. I wouldn't mind some costs as well. I'll drop the case tomorrow. This isn't about a day in court. If I win in court, I will give all the money to scam charities. This is about stopping vulnerable people being scammed.
Completely,
Facebook is culpable. It is responsible. It is being paid to do this, and it needs to stop. Enough is enough.
The problem, it seems to me, is that Facebook has resolutely refused to admit it is a publisher. Well, it doesn't concede. So if you're a newspaper and this was happening, you would be accountable. If it was Good Morning Britain putting fake ads like this out and being scammed, we would be responsible. Facebook, as it's now been found to have done a lot in recent years, basically passes the buck of a publisher responsibility.
Well, more than that, it says the UK courts don't regulate it, which is one of the fights we're going to have. But this is different to a normal news, a fake news story. And it's different to a post on my Facebook page or anybody else's Facebook page. It is being paid to publish these ads.
Right.
How can it deny it is a publisher when it is being paid to promulgate these ads? And that's why, and I am bricking it, I'll be absolutely honest with you, that's why I'm taking them to court. Enough is enough.
Your timing
enough is enough.
Your timing is impeccable, because they will not want to be, I think, contesting something like this when it's so transparent.